going to start it off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders, the great millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth the truth with truth and sincerity, and your few Aquaf as well, that's listening with sincerity. And brothers from GMS Montreal coming back, with the indoor camp. And hey, we're in some exciting times. All right, the New Year's and next week. Okay, and that's part of the prophecy of the Lord hastening the times. Okay, because 2025 just went out like this. Okay, and once again it's fulfilling prophecy. And Elder Apostle Tahar already titled next year what it's going to be: the year of apostates, sellouts, and what was the other word? Agents. Okay, because that's the time we're entering into, man, where the Lord's going to start exposing the false prophets in Israel and bringing judgment upon them. Okay, as a matter of fact, we can start with 1 Peter 4:17, where the Lord said judgment is going to begin at his house. Okay, because that's what's going to happen, man. Go ahead.
1 Peter 4 and verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Yeah, judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And what is the house of the Most High? The Israelites. Okay, you could say Jerusalem or Israel. So the Lord's going to start judging his people, man. And especially those that know the truth and they decide to corrupt the truth. Or take bags from Esau, to teach some bugged out doctrine, to make the flock go straight. Okay? So the judgment is going to begin out the house of the Lord, man. Okay? Like scriptures say, to whom much is given, much is required. All right? So here it is, you have the truth, and you decide, for your own vain glory and your own gain, to make your pockets fatter, to mess with the business of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's a judgment for that, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel? So what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Right, in other words, for the heathen, them is going to be completely through, man, because the Lord doesn't care about them. Okay? It's just going to be a free-for-all for the angels created for vengeance. But the point being is how that the Lord is going to start at his house, man. Okay? You can even back that up with Ezekiel 9 and 4, where it says it's going to begin at the ancient men, which were before the house.
We got a precept. This is 2 Peter's 2 and 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you.
Right. So even back then, there was false prophets amongst, that was like 1 Peter.
2 Peter.
2 Peter. Even at the time of the Roman Empire, man, there was false prophets, man, amongst the brethren. Okay, and we have false prophets here in this day and age, different alphabet Hebrew Israelites, your IUICs, ICPK, Genesis, Sakari, right? These guys are false prophets, man, because the things that they're teaching, it doesn't correlate with the apostles' doctrine, man. Right. One camp is teaching that MOTB sin, one camp is teaching that, the letters of Paul not substantial, whatever, So, it's all, there's a whole mess going on, man. And it's our job, as the candle, like it says in, Zephaniah, the 1st chapter, I think the 12th verse, how that the Lord is going to search Jerusalem with candlesticks. So it's our job to point up the finger and warn Israel that these guys are teaching false doctrines, man. Sure. Okay? And us doing that too, it's an act of mercy that the Lord is showing towards them, man. That's right. Showing them that, you guys are going off. And there's multiple videos, man, of brothers bringing out the correct breakdown. Okay, you're going off on this. This is the proper breakdown. You know what I'm saying? And they're seeing these videos, This guy's tagging them, but they decided to close their ears and not take heed to the reproof. Yep. Yeah. So once the judgment comes, man, hey, the blood is off our hands, man. We gave the warning, man. We told you what's the correct way.
That's right. That's right.
But hey, they want to do their own thing for their own belly. That's right. Scriptures say.
Because a warning has an expiring date, You can only warn for so long. You know what I'm saying? The Lord speaks, and then after speaking, man, he's gonna start acting, man. Yeah. So
let me finish this.
What's that good?
It says, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
Yeah, they're bringing in damnable heresies, man, saying that the nations can make it. What is that, man? Everybody can make it, and then all of a sudden now, the nation's gonna judge Israel. What's going on? And even Elder Apostle Tahar, he made a lesson in one of their Apparently, they're gonna have a new channel. What's the Genesis group? They're gonna have a new channel where they're gonna bring out the proper breakdowns.
Yeah.
You know, and the old videos, they're not gonna delete it. You know, they're gonna keep it there. You know, you decide to watch the new ones. The old ones, don't forget about them. Those ones were wrong.
Wow.
And then how they opened, they didn't even say, you know how like before they used to say all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, they said all praise to the Most High.
Yep. Christ.
You know, and then Christ. So you see how that, you know, slowly but surely they're, you know, switching things up, man.
Who's paying you?
Yeah, that's who's paying you, man. You know, and that's one of the signs of it. Someone is selling out.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. That's right. I did a video on that. All right. I did 3 videos on that. The third video I just did, the other apostle did a response to that. So that's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, even denying the Lord that brought them.
They're denying the Lord that brought them.
That's right.
Now it's all praise to the Most High. Now it's Christ.
Right.
It's not even Yahweh Shai anymore. It's not even Yahweh. No, they forget about the names now.
And the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are paramount for salvation.
Yeah.
Look up the word paramount, brother.
Yeah.
Paramount. The names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are paramount for salvation. The most important thing we teach is the names. Okay? It says and even denying the Lord that brought them and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Right, so it's on you. You know what I'm saying? You bring the swift destruction upon yourself, man. Okay, because you knew better. And like I stated earlier, even the prophets were warning you, man. Yeah. You know, and the Lord's not going to sit idly by and let you spew on your nonsense and switch up the doctrine. Yeah. Nah, man, judgment's going to come swiftly, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, boom, I don't know, something happened, or a disease or something, you know?
That's right. That's their fault.
You know what I'm saying? Or some madness comes out exposing them of things they're doing in the back. You know? The Lord knows how to bring in judgment, man. He's the perfect judge. You know? And he knows where to bring something where it hurts, man. And to hurt your pride. Because these guys are all about their image. You know, how people see them and everything. Money. So the Lord's going to hurt you very bad, man.
And many shall follow their pernicious ways.
Right, and that's why they have a big congregation. You know? That's why a lot of people, they gravitate towards them because of what they're teaching, a world-friendly doctrine. The women, they love them. You go in the comment, bro, oh, praise is great, listen. Yeah. You know? There's barely any precepts coming out.
Well, that's a sign of a false teacher, false prophet, is all these women are praising you because women don't like truth.
Right.
Okay, so when you got a person that's teaching full truth, you ain't gonna have a lot of women following them. You know? And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Yeah, and that's why they speak evil of the men of the Lord. You know? And anytime they get to slander us, they'll take it, man. Like Tazariak, every time, grapers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where we even brought out that's ancient customs that we're bringing out, explaining how it was done back then. Yeah. But to this day, not even him, but all of them, man. You know, they're ganging up on the men of the Lord that's actually bringing out the truth, man. You have people in the comment boards. Why you guys always I read a comment from one of these guys. They said, why you guys always nitpicking or something like that? You know, all in their feelings, man. Hey, we're set up to reprove and rebuke, man. You know what I'm saying? If we see something that's wrong, we're going to speak about it, man. And once again, that's an act of love. You know, but Jake is so messed up in the head, their feelings are cut up in a bunch. You know what I'm saying? They throw an emotional fit, man. You know? And then they say things on the comment board not knowing that, hey, the Lord is writing that down, man. And then judgment's going to come for that, man. Because we're not just normal men that's just speaking anything that just come out to our mind. Okay? These things that we're saying is because the Holy Spirit is wanting us to bring it out, man.
That's right. The Holy Spirit.
You know?
It says, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you. Yeah, that's what they do. They're selling everything that's not nailed down, right? Prayers even. From time to time a guy's selling prayers, he might as well be a part of the Creflo Dollar's church. Okay? It says, they shall make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not. Right? Because there's going to be a time, like the brother said, where there's no more talking, where judgment is going to have to come. So it's not going to linger for too long. At a point, it's going to be judgment.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
It says, and their damnation slumbereth not. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, right? He even has the elect in judgment. He even has the elect catching hell and in judgment. His hopeful elect. Men that he considers friends. Okay? It says, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
If I may add the example of Noah, there was a time of reproof.
Yeah.
Noah was reproving, he was warning for a certain amount of time until the warning expired.
Yeah.
And then it started raining, and the Lord opened the waters from the bottom, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who did the Lord wait to die before he brought the flood? Who was the Lord waiting to pass on?
Yeah. Enoch.
No. It wasn't Enoch. It was Methuselah. It was Methuselah, because that same time or same year, I believe it was the same year, or right? That around that, either the same year or the next year, Methuselah died. Okay? And then the flood came.
Wow.
Because that wasn't for his righteous.
Right.
That was for the wicked. So something had to happen, right, before that came. So the Lord already told us what's going to happen before all hell breaks loose.
Yes.
And this time, right, the elect has to be sealed.
That's right. That's right.
Okay? The elect has to be sealed.
In Sirach it says, it speaks of the wicked, it says, and for their sakes came the flood.
That's right. That's right. So that was for the wicked.
Yeah.
It says, attorney, he shall not suffer the righteous to famish.
Yeah.
Right? If brother could get that too. And also get the, where it speaks about how he's going to hold back the winds. Okay? And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample, meaning an example, and to those that afterwards should live ungodly. Right? So, that's the point on that. You got what you got the winds? You got the winds.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Revelation 7 and verse 1, it says, and after these things I saw 4 angels on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, and the wind, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Yeah, that's it. So ultimately, the servants have to be sealed before the destruction comes, which is the nuclear destruction.
Yeah.
But even what? The Jacob's trouble. Brothers, the elect got to be have that mark on them to make it through Jacob's trouble. What's the proof on that? The proof on that is Ezekiel 9 and 4. Get me Ezekiel 9 and 4 real quick, just to segue to that, man. Because before that comes, you need to have the Tawah.
Yeah.
And what's part of having the Tawah? What comes with having the Tawah?
The names.
The names.
The names from God.
The names. And we still got to hold that word. We still have that word paramount. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. There was more than that?
One more verse. It says, verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Right. So that's what? That's the elect government body, because that's the most important part of Israel.
Right.
All right. You got Israelites. You got the 1/3. You got all these different Israelites, but the most important out of all of these Israelites, even the other elect, is the 144,000. The government body, which is going to bring back this earth in order.
Yeah.
See? Which those are what? Those are men.
Yeah.
Those are men. The 144,000 are all men. Men of the Lord. Okay? Go ahead. That was it on that? Okay, go ahead. Read Paramount first, brother. Shalom.
This is
You need to open the window?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, brother. It's gonna be cold, brother.
The
But go
definition
ahead.
of the word paramount.
Don't make it too long. Don't make it too long.
It
Go
says,
ahead. Don't keep it open too long. Watch. be careful with
paramount,
TV.
more important than anything else.
More important than anything else. That's the names. That's the names. So so if you don't have that, how can you be saved? It says that Proverbs 18:10 that the names are what? A strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. That's what's going to keep you safe. Okay. So what these sellouts are trying to do, they're trying to take the names from you. They're trying to take away your refuge. You know?
Yeah.
So this is not a light thing what they're doing when they take away these names, man. It's the defense. Esau knows what's up. Esau's he's wise on the left hand side. He's like, you know, I gotta take that name away from them.
The name of the Lord said, my name is dreadful among the heathen.
That's right. But that was in on Paramount.
Yeah, kind of. It has a couple similar words.
Mm-hmm.
It says supreme, number one, major.
But I mean, we got what we need. Paramount, that said a lot. That definition said a lot. It's the most important thing. You know? Let's there's another precept that I asked for.
Ezekiel 9.
Yeah, Ezekiel 9:4.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that
The
cry.
fawad, the mark of exemption.
Yeah.
Okay? And well, there's another scripture which says that
Sealed.
like the name of my
Written in
father
their
is
foreheads.
written in their foreheads, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Yep, I got that.
Oh, okay. Bring it out.
Revelation 14 and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 140 and 4,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
So that's the elect. The elect starting with 144,000 has the name of the Father written in their foreheads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of the 1/3, they're going to be delivered from being amongst the elect.
That's right,
That's how they're going to be delivered, from being attached to one of the men of the Lord. Hey, you're going to see when the Lord said he's going to make a man as a hiding place from the wind, more precious than fine gold. You got to understand what that means for the rest.
That's right,
You know, what does that mean for these women's? With the S.
It was Zed.
With a Z, okay, with a Z. Right? Go ahead.
You got something else?
Mhm.
John 17 and verse 6. I have manifested thy name.
The children,
Yeah.
you know, they need that they need that, you know, because you have to understand the Heavenly Father, He's gonna put everything back in order too. So that's like the beginning stages of that when all hell breaks loose. Him putting everything back as nature intended. Right, with the men of the Lord being most valuable. Not Drake, not Kendrick. You understand what I'm saying? The men of the Lord being of most value. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. This is John 17 and verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou givest them me, and they have kept thy word.
Yeah. So why did he mention he manifested the name? Because he's showing you how important the name is.
Right.
All right. So get back to where you at in Ezekiel 9:4.
Yeah, just to add to, because there's multiple instances in the scriptures where it says, whosoever is called on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
That's right.
You know, furthermore, proving to you how important the name is.
That's right,
You know, because when the missiles are, you know, you're looking at the sky, it's right there, you see the chariots, what are you going to call them, you know? Who are you going to call for help? You know, because we know the elect, they're all going to be, you know, most brothers are going to be, you know, praising and saying, call to be delivered. Y'all going to just be there, you know what I'm saying? You're going to
That's right. That's right, brother.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah,
no. We're gonna be calling on the names.
Yeah, it was just like second nature to them
Yeah.
already, you know.
Oh,
Call upon the
yeah.
names of Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Some people will try to find the names.
Shush.
And some are gonna say the names, but it's the hypocrisy because you weren't saying the name before,
Right.
right? All of a sudden you know the name.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Seek me early.
Well, yeah. Well, why didn't you come to me first? Go ahead. Well, why did you come to me first? Go
The
ahead.
police, yeah, bro.
Go ahead, man.
Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, mark. The mark of exemption to what? Go ahead.
It says, verse 5, And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
That's going to be in the time of Jacob's trouble. So you need to have the elect sealed up. You know, 144,000 got to be sealed up, specifically the 144,000. Because like I said, that's the most important part, okay, of the elect, is the 144,000. Go ahead.
It says, Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Come not near any man, but whom is the mark.
Yeah.
So if you're amongst those people that have the mark, those men, you're good. You know, brothers had certain dreams where brothers was in particular areas, regions, I guess you could say bases. You know, they had little bases in the time when all hell was breaking loose, and there was a bunch of people in those bases. You know, women, children, other men, and, you know, because what they're attaching themselves to the men of the Lord. That's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to show you. He's going to make it clear. Yo, I'm with this man. He's good. This judgment is not for him. Go ahead.
It says, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begun at the ancient men which were before the house.
Right. So it's going to start with you Israelites that know you're Israelites.
That's it.
So that judgment is coming, man. These guys, Hakah and Hassad, a swift judgment is coming to these guys. Okay?
Yeah.
Not just them, the rest of these sellouts, man.
All of them.
Right?
Yeah. Because even when you go in the previous chapter, chapter 8, you know, it goes into, you know, when Ezekiel, the Lord showed him the vision, you know, was looking through the hole in the temple, seeing the abominations that they were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he says he's going to start at the ancient men which will be for the house, man. You know, and there were certain men that was sighing and crying, seeing those abominations. You know, and this thing applies here today too, man. You know, Jake was doing the same wickedness back then. You know, it says that there was women worshiping Tammuz. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things are happening now, man, and the Lord's going to come, like the brother said, with that swift judgment upon them, man. You know, the angel's going to see no thawa and then just let loose. You know?
Yep, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 18 and verse 10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Yeah.
Right? So you need that strong tower in order to be safe. You know, that's once again, you know, the names are highly, very important, man. You know, when Yahushua was here, he was all about his father's business. He was pushing forth the name too, man. You know, the apostles, right after that, picked on the, you know, that continued the ministry. He said they were preaching about Yahushua crucified. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about Jesus crucified or Jesus. You know, it was Yahushua, man. You know, but these guys, you know, now it's Jesus, now it's Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a vibration when you push the name of Yahweh.
There's a vibration between every name.
You know what I'm saying? There's a vibration that goes out.
Yes.
You know, where a piece of this kingdom falls, man.
That's right.
You know, but these guys, you know, they don't want to do that because they took the bag.
That's right. Two different gods.
Two different gods, man.
I got some.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 2 and 47. So he answered me and said unto me, it is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
So how are they going to stand stiffly for a name they don't know?
Right.
Right? You got 5 different names. It didn't say stand stiffly for 5 names. It says stand stiffly for the name of the Lord.
That's right.
His name one.
And Habakkuk, the 4th chapter, even backs that up. It says what? That he shall come in healing with his wings to those that fear his name. So how can you be healed? How can he come for you if you need to know the name before?
Right.
IUIC. You got something else?
I mean, start at 44.
Okay.
It says, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
And we heard the stories about how the elder apostle said how the first thing that went when Comfy came into the other school there and infiltrated, all right, how the first thing that went was the names. They said, don't call him Yahweh Shai no more. We don't know his name. We're going to call him Bunny Yahweh. Why? Because they know the power of that name. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 46. Then said,
hey, that's why you see, hey, send up them prayers, man. You got access to the name now. And you're not sending up prayers?
Yeah.
You're wasting a gift that the Most High gave us.
The most precious gift.
You know?
Yeah.
You're wasting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Then said I unto the angel, What young person is this that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me.
And he likes when you call upon his name, man, in truth and sincerity, man. Because that shows faith. The fact you're calling upon the name shows faith. All right? Hey, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, through this time, you know, the spirit was on me to send up more prayers, man. You know, constant. Because what? Because we're in that time now.
That's right.
We're in that time, man. Go ahead.
So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly for the name.
And when you set up the prayer, don't be setting up no weak ass prayer, man. Put your spirit into the prayer, man. You know? Put your spirit, man, with force. Go ahead, man.
Then began I greatly to command them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right.
You got something good, brother?
Real quick, Psalm 91:14, because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he had known my name.
That's it. That's it. That's why he's going to set us on high, which is what? The strong tower.
That's right.
Which if you're on high and there's trouble on the bottom, it's not affecting you because you're away from it.
That's right. That's right.
You know? You're there in the middle, you can see it, but you're above it. The Lord got you protected.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to be for the men of the Lord. Like I always used to say, it's going to be like we're watching a movie that we're in the midst of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
See, this pop, this guy get put to death, this, that, oh shoot, this beast pop out, you know? Wow, whoa. Spirits, wow, whoa. You know? But we know what it is. They don't. They're going to be bugging out, and they're going to bug out that we're not bugging out. Make that make sense. They're going to bug out that we're not bugging out. Because it's not going to make no sense to be have faith in that time, because faith is going to be gone from these people. These Christians, these Muslims, these witches, all these people are going to, whatever they believe in, the Lord is going to make sure that the faith in that dissolves.
That's right.
He's going to bring so much hell upon them, and all of the things they're going to try to do and pray upon and ask is going to go the opposite way.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, they're going to pray for something, and the exact opposite going to come right after this. The Lord show you, not only didn't hear your words, I heard your words, and I reversed it.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Yeah.
You might have one loaf of bread there. Please, you might have one loaf of bread left. They might have one loaf of bread left, the wicked. And it's like, they might try to do a spell, or they might try to pray to Jesus to give me some more bread. And the Lord will have a fucking raccoon come and grab the bread and leave and eat it. The last bread. They were asking for more bread. The Lord will have a raccoon or a bird come and take that bread.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Just to show you, nigga. So he's going to make sure they know that their prayers, that their gods are false.
That's right.
He's going to make sure they know that, man. Like those false prophets of Baal with Ezekiel, with Elijah, excuse me. He made, the Most High made it clear. He made it clear. They're cutting themselves. Nothing was happening.
That's right.
Go ahead, Joe.
And then he was mocking them too.
What do you think we're going to be doing?
That's what I'm saying. The scripture says, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes.
Yeah.
You know?
We saw a glimpse of that 5 years ago with Elon. With the
Yeah, the stupidity with the elephants.
Showing their idols.
Yeah.
That's true.
Appreciate
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 2:28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble.
Right. Where's those guys that you were calling on, man?
Right.
You know?
True.
Yeah. And we gonna be asking you women, where were those dudes that you were calling on, man? we gonna be in that same spirit that the Most High's in, man. You know? What about the Pookies? I mean, what? No, you don't want me. I'm only 5'8", 5'9". I'm not your type. No, you're my type. No, I don't have no lineup. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I like my men. I love my lineups. I always did.
Yeah.
You know how these women switch up quick, boy.
Oh shit, them guys 5'9", 5'8".
Yeah, I prefer it. 'Cause I can't do nothing with the guys. They're too tall. I get them in their chat and they'll explain it to you. Like, oh fuck, oh, wow.
Groupies, man.
She always liked me. If it's simple,
Yeah.
you know. But hey, but it don't matter. It's gonna be our time, so we're gonna be able to make them choices at that time. But you see, but it's the same thing. Because everything, even with the way the woman behaves now, is really just a reflection of how we behave towards the Most High. That's all that is. It's a reflection. It shows you how terrible we were as a nation to him. Oh, well, get me the scripture where it speaks about what more could be done. No. Is that the one?
Yeah,
No, give me the one with the badger skins. Yeah, the badger skins. Give me that one. You know what I'm saying? But you're still reading it.
No, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, because the Heavenly Father decked us out. He dealt with us right. You know? He dealt with us nice. He dealt with us favorably. Okay? And what did we do as a nation? We cheated on it multiple times. We played the harlot, man.
Yeah.
And what are these women doing? They're playing the harlot. Especially the end up.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the representation of Israel. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says here in Ezekiel 16.
Talking shit. You remember they were murmuring? Hey, you ain't gonna do shit. Nigga. That's like a woman talking shit. You know? Go ahead.
There's a whole. I'll just go to the point. It says here in Ezekiel 16 and 9. Then wash I thee with water, yet thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and girded thee about with fine linen, and covered thee with silk.
This is all expensive stuff, man. That's like, like today's term. I bought you a Birkin bag. I bought you this and that, a dress from Hermes, and all these crazy expensive places, right? Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, I decked thee also with ornaments, and put bracelets upon thy neck,
Gold,
upon thy hands,
diamond bracelets. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
and a chain on thy neck, and I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head. Thus was thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom, and thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, said the Lord.
And he even gave us his beauty. He even put the beauty that we had. He made us beautiful. As a nation. Go ahead.
It says here, but thou didst trust in thine own beauty, and placed the harlot because of thy renown, and pours out thy fornications on everyone that passed by.
That's right.
His it was.
Yeah, wanted to assimilate into all these different nations. Taking on their gods, their ways. But the Lord made us better. See? Go ahead. And then you see all these women. The thing is, they got all these problems, and they wouldn't even have these problems if they would have just stick. Most of them wouldn't have those problems. They just stick with the man that they had from before.
That's true.
You know, the dude like how he was born, but guess what? The dude would have been taking care of you. You wouldn't have been struggling. You know, like that video the brother Arrows of Indian Nation uploaded with that old woman that was 77 living in her van. I'm like, okay, you living in your van, and then when you listen to the story, it's like, where's the man in all of this? She never mentioned no man. I was back on my house taxes, and then then I lost the tax, and everything was going up, and the pay wasn't going up. But if you had another income there,
That's right.
it wouldn't be that story.
That's right.
You understand? But they think they could just have unlimited jump from this, jump from that, jump from that, jump. Like it's just never going to end.
Yeah.
Like there's no ending. You know?
Yeah.
Nah, man. That comes with a price
Right.
Yeah.
that you got to pay, man. Because these dudes, first of all, them dudes, most of the dudes you deal, they don't give a shit about you anyway.
Mhm.
They just fucking you to this, busting a nut. See? But then you had the dude who actually cared. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like I was gonna say too, because that shit even fucks with their psyche too, because there's information that's brought out where what I'm saying, the semen stays within their brain, so they have different parts of these dudes in them, and they be all bugged out, getting mood swings and shit.
Yep.
And then here, and they're still trying to get more rod, So, but if you were to stick to one rod, you would be somewhat sane, because they're still bugged out. You'd be somewhat
You'd
sane.
be a lot more sane than you are.
You
If you know any woman that has only been with one man,
Yeah.
or doesn't have men, they're more sane.
Yeah,
they
they're
have
down
more.
to
They have
earth.
more sense
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
than women that have been with multiple dudes. They're just bugged out.
Bugged out,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
They can't pair bond.
Mhm.
They really can't pair bond with a dude. Even if they try, they really don't have no feel. They're like they're dead inside
Okay.
because they've been with too much men.
Okay.
The woman is designed to be with one man.
One man, that's it.
So if she's going from man to man to man, what happens? She's being desensitized.
Yeah.
Okay, so that same natural hormonal feeling she's supposed to get dealing with a man, which is natural,
Yeah.
it's not there no more.
To a certain amount of
You
bodies,
know?
bro.
It becomes crazy. So we're in the worst case scenario.
Yeah, man.
We are in the worst case scenario right now. And first of all, the women ain't supposed to have this fucking liberty.
Man, no.
Give me that. Let not a wicked woman get abroad. They're not. This liberty, all it does is destroy them. All it does is it causes them to destroy themselves and destroy society. That's all it does.
Add something real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it says here in Hosea 2 and 5, for their mother had played the harlot, she that conceived them had done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, my oil and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns and make a wall, that she shall not find her path. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. She shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better with me than now.
Yeah, because what happens is the Lord makes it where it's difficult for your ass. Okay, He makes everything hard for you. Puts the things in your way, stumbling blocks, curses. Okay, and then what? Now you want to? Now the elect is running back to Him. First of all, the elect. But the rest of you, you're continuing in your ways, and that's going to lead to your downfall. That's it on that?
Yeah.
Okay. You have what to ask for? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 23. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
Yeah, that's why most of you Jake men, especially the kingdom of Judah,
Yeah, man.
y'all are all beat down, man. You can tell.
Yeah.
You're spiritless. A lot of you got, spiritless in the sense that you feel like defeated, man. Go ahead.
It says, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
You ever seen a Judahite or a kingdom of Judah with a Moabite woman? The dude is happy. Happy with 3 P's, man. Go ahead.
With what?
3 P's. Happy. Happy.
Okay.
Big smile on his face.
Yeah.
It looks loose, like he got a massage.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty.
Yeah,
to
but
get
see,
abroad.
but you saw that. Is hold on. Let's bring that back. It says the woman. Read that again.
Yeah, of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Of the woman became the beginning of sin. So we know the example through Eve. We've seen that example of what happens when a woman is in leadership position or dictating anything. It leads to madness. Okay? That's what it leads to. Go ahead.
It says, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage.
Well, that's why we die now. That's why we get sick. That's why we can't. We don't live forever now. It's because of what Eve did. And her simplicity. Go ahead.
It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Yo, a wicked woman's not supposed to have liberty to gad abroad. To go where the hell she wants to go. And first of all, the scriptures say women are wicked, period. Okay, so really ain't none of them supposed to have no fucking liberty to go nowhere unless you got like a rare Judith or then you kind of let her go to the, you can go certain places. But those are rare. And how you know if you really have that?
Yeah.
You can never know.
You can never know.
You really she can prove it, but that's gonna take time. That's gonna take time.
Plus
a lot of time.
And plus, it's the weaker vessel, and the fact that she was not imputed unto her wisdom. She could be good now, but then tomorrow is a different story.
You never know, bro.
Satan can eventually get at her.
Yeah.
So,
that's right. So they're really not supposed to have a certain amount of freedom no matter what.
Yeah.
A certain amount of freedom they're not supposed to have. To go to the club and travel to these different countries and things like that. That's out of order, man.
Yeah, because they abuse themselves when they have that. Scriptures say that, a woman that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And all these women, the liberty that they have, all they do is just, everything they do is for pleasure. Go shopping, go out to eat, just they gossip and do wickedness. That's all about, man. That's why they're supposed to be kept, within a certain limit, certain boundaries.
That's right.
That her husband establishes, man.
That's right.
If there's none of that, then you can have all these thoughts running around, man.
That's right. I mean, stay in the house because even when they go to their job, it's
That's
wickedness,
wicked.
really.
Yeah, that's supposed to have jobs.
Work husband.
That's supposed to have jobs. Yeah, work husbands.
yeah.
and the submission that she'll give to her boss, to her employer, she'll never give it to her man.
That's right.
She'll submit to the boss. So you do this, do this. She won't talk back.
Oh, no, talk back.
All that,
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Job 39 and verse 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
She needs to be guided.
She can't think for herself.
She can think.
Not
Move this box.
she's not built to think for herself. That's why the scripture says the man is her head.
Yeah.
The man is supposed to think for
That's
himself.
right. That's right.
Just like Yahushua is the head of the man, and the Heavenly Father Yahweh is the head of Yahushua. Well, the man is the head of the woman. Okay, he's the head of the house, man. And the scripture says that she was a helpmeet unto him.
That's right.
She's really there to help you build up, your kingdom. Your domain. That's what she was set up for.
That's right. Go ahead.
I got some.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 42 and verse 14. It says, better is the surelessness of a man than a courteous woman.
What churlish, that's like kind of like rude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get like that sometimes. Certain brothers, it can be kind of rude sometimes, kind of rough, cold. But that's okay because there's still, we're still pure, more pure than these women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because we're like that, and a dude like that might be a dude to help you out, even though he's all cold and this and that. But then the woman will be like that, but it's hypocrisy.
Yeah. Okay.
She'll be, hi, doesn't smile, but it's pure fucking hypocrisy, man. and she'll talk shit. They'll do that with women, and then they'll talk shit behind their back. Man.
Bro, they do that.
You see your mother do that shit.
I love
You
you,
know?
Jackie.
You know, she'll be talking about her person. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her. You know, yeah, man, she's just too talky. Then she go there. You know, and then that person will call on the other line. Oh, hello. Right? So that's what it means, man. Go ahead, because they're full of vanity and the wickedness. Scripture says of a moth cometh out of a garment cometh a moth, and out of a woman wickedness.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit. It's for the verse up.
Okay. We'll start from there.
Yeah.
Silent. What?
Ecclesiasticus 42 and verse 13. For from garments cometh a moth, and from woman wickedness. Better is the surelessness of a man than a courteous woman.
Yeah.
A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach.
Right. There's still a lot of wickedness in them.
Yeah, man.
You know, and that wickedness really comes through their emotions.
Yeah.
You know, because they're governed by their emotions. They're subject to their emotions. Okay? So a man is not meant to be subject to his emotions. Okay? And some of these men still are, but ultimately, you're not supposed to be. Okay? That's it on that?
That's it.
Real quick, the word courteous goes into polite, respectful, or considerate in manner.
That's right.
She can act like she can paint herself like she's a respectable woman. But again, just like Esau, you know, his words are sweet.
Yeah.
In his heart is
They're
void.
just like Esau. Just like Esau. But the thing, she paint herself like that, but they all paint themselves that way. Every woman that you could be, she could just literally have 5 clients. I'm talking about sex worker, 5 clients, and she'll paint herself like she's a virtuous woman.
Yeah.
They'll all paint themselves that way. That's just what they do because they understand that that's what men want.
Yeah.
You see, but they won't do the actions to actually be that. You see, because men want exclusivity when they deal with a woman. They want a woman to be exclusive. You know. It's like you got like a toothbrush. Almost like a toothbrush.
Yeah.
You don't want to give your toothbrush. Oh, brother, you want to use my toothbrush?
That's
No.
crazy, bro.
First of all, the brothers just gonna look at you like, what the fuck? No,
Yeah.
nah, right? That's what a woman is like. She's like a toothbrush. So right, you know. I mean, it's more toothbrush is the best example because that's disgusting, right? So, but see, they don't see it like that, right?
And I see he don't do that.
Huh?
Sharing brushes.
Who?
Esau.
Esau does that.
Esau does.
He's a dirty, and then if the bitch is with Esau, she'll do it
Yeah.
because they're followers anyway.
Like the girl and
Yeah, the girl, share the girl's toothbrush.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, Esau, I've seen Esau do that. Women speak about that, and they still stay with him, man. Show you how these women will just do anything. Just do any fucking thing. Yeah, but then you know what? You could deal with to see that woman, and you think she's the one. And she was sharing the toothbrush with Esau, and that was the clean stuff she was doing, was sharing the toothbrush. You couldn't imagine the other things that Esau had them doing. You seen the video where the end up was eating the dog food? Could you imagine what Esau does with that thing behind closed
the
doors?
same thing when I was saying that.
I couldn't even watch that. I'm not gonna sit down and watch that shit. I'm just gonna get mad. Huh?
See, he probably has to eat his ass and shit, you know?
What do you mean probably? It's probably.
Most, yeah.
What is probably? But that's like I said. Which, I mean, the brother needs to say. Well, this is what it is. No, but this is what it is. I mean, we're a raw camp. We're raw camp. You know? But ultimately, he didn't do nothing wrong, brother. But ultimately, it's, you know, he's just, you know, Esau do, like I said, anything. I mean, I was thinking more on the thing he had her dealing with the dogs. Okay?
Fuck.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know, even that dude. And then a dude will see her, oh, she got a fat booty.
Yeah.
And fall in love.
Shit.
Damn. Oh, that's my woman. That's my rib, Hawk. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Word. Go ahead.
Hey, like you said, exclusivity, you know, and that's what men like, you know, like you got these different skits on Instagram, which is, that happens in real life, you know, where, you know, so one of your friend, you know, he falls in love with the block thought, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody's looking at him, laughing at him, you know? And then he thinks, no, she's the one, man. She changed, man. You know? While a few hours ago, one of your men was getting top from her, you know? So,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And that's a shameful thing, man. And then you start hearing these rumors and things, and it hurts you to the heart, bro.
But I seen it happen. I seen friends that I seen it happen. When I try to tell friends, yo, B, it ain't popping, brother. It ain't popping. Nah, you don't know her. And this and that. And they get mad at you.
Yeah.
They get pissed at you. You know? I remember this one dude, and these niggas is fucking weak, man. These niggas is weak. I just gotta be real. These niggas are weak. You know? And then one of the friends we had, he was like one of them grimy niggas, you know? I mean, he even stabbed two of his friends. I mean, he was just a grimy dude. Okay? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I popped her and this and that, and did this and that with her. And then I said, yeah, I told him, yo, bro, you know something. Yeah. She told me, but no, it wasn't like that. He raped her.
Yeah.
Ah, they always say that
They always
shit.
say that.
They always say
Brother.
that. This is bullshit, man.
My brother, but she gave him a BJ, brother. She gave him a BJ. How did he grape her with the BJ? You don't get it. You don't understand.
Bite it off his own, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Give me a fucking break. Now, Listen, man. Well, the scriptures say that they'll open their quiver to every arrow, man.
Yo,
And then I told the dude, and the dude got mad at me, and then come to find out we're at this spot, and she comes up to me boldly in front of this nigga. This is a big, tall, strong nigga. He's just rough. Was into the streets. And then she comes to me, says, "Yo, I know you've been talking about me." And I start looking at him, like, what the fuck? And he's like, huh? And like you act like you don't know what's going on, but the dude is pillow talking. So he went and ran and told her ass what I said.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then come to find out, that bitch called the police on his ass one time to get him locked up. And then he's like, yo, I'm not dealing with her. So like these women got these dudes by the balls, man. And we got to be in a situation and a mindset where you're really numb to those things, man. You have to be like that, and it's truth. That's why the scriptures say that those that have wives be as though they have not, man. You deal with a woman, you got to understand what it is.
Yeah, man.
That she's here for a time, for a moment.
Yeah.
That she could be gone
Yeah,
tomorrow. That's my mind. My mindset ain't, this is forever. I used to think like that in the beginning of the truth years ago. A decade ago, I thought like that. Even in the truth, I was like, yo, spirit, and I'm gonna be with it. That dissolved quick. Then you're all messed up. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? And then you come to find out, and then you say, listen, man, we're in a world where none of this shit, nothing is exclusive. It's not exclusive.
That's right.
It's not exclusive.
That's right.
I was just watching a thing earlier. Salakia, we're gonna get back to the scripture, but I was just watching a thing earlier about this dude and his mad at his woman because she would never come work out with him. She never came to the gym with him. He wanted her to come to the gym. She would never go to the gym with him all these years. And then Gunna was doing a 5K run, right? So he was inviting all these women, everyone to do a 5K run with him. And then he got dressed up to go to the 5K run to do the Gunna 5K run, because Gunna's a rapper for you brothers that don't know. And she was ready to go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these chicks, when it comes to these they should be treating you like the fucking celebrities, man.
Right.
Because if she gonna treat, if a woman tell me, oh, I'm a Christian, already in my mind, I'm already disconnected from it. That's how I'm operating.
That's right.
She's a little thought. You understand?
Streets.
So how can you take that shit serious, man? That's why that whole I don't want to do it. And if it was Chris Brown, the Gunna, she would be doing it with a smile too.
Strangers too.
She'll put it on TikTok too when she's doing it. So that's why I don't fucking listen to that shit. You women better get your mind to understand who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the sons of God, man. You're dealing with the future rulers of the planet Earth. The men that are in this truth, that are the men of Yahweh Shai, are the true future rulers of this earth forever. Forever, ever.
That's right.
Ultimate glory, all the riches, everything you could possibly think about, not no fucking VVS bullshit chain. We'll shit on BVS in the kingdoms, man. Okay, we'll literally shit on it in the kingdom, man. We'll take it and put it we'll throw it where the pigs are at, man.
That's right.
Well, VVS, man. Okay, we gonna have things that's not even Esau hasn't even discovered yet. We gonna have possession of those precious stones.
Facts, man.
Go ahead, bro. You got a precept, man. Go ahead.
1 Esdras 4:26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
That's right. No, that's what they have to become servants. Right? Because that's the strongest thing outside of the truth is the woman for a man. That's a fact. Men live their life for women. See, we live our life for the truth, but then not a closer, but a far away from that. We do certain things for women too. You know, you put on these proper clothes. You know, you get your hair done in a particular. You're doing that for the woman. You're trimming up your beard. I'm not doing it so brothers can see I'm fresh. No, I didn't get the boots. You know, the new winter boots, because brothers can see I'm fresh. You know, as fresh as I am, I'm is. You know, that's how fresh as I'm is. Some of you brothers might know that. Okay, that's just the reality because that's in a man's nature. Or as a matter of fact, get me where it says if a man would have a wife, he'll be walking around
Up and down, open.
Okay. Let Shaquat get it. Shaquat, I know Shaquat knows words. He's another scripture, brother. Go ahead.
Verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Yeah. Oh man. They've erred. They've sinned. They fell out the truth. I remember this one guy fell out the truth, and then he tried to come back a few years ago. Yeah, I left the truth for 7 years because of my woman and this and that. Which okay. And then we don't hear nothing about him no more. He said he had a dream that Yahushua said it was, he'll get one more chance. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
I don't mean that, man. He left the truth for 7 years because I don't see nothing from him. So that clearly had to be false. If he just fizzled out again, you know what I mean? You know. So a lot of these dudes have left the truth for women, man. You know, a lot. Go ahead.
That's one.
Mm-hmm.
This is Proverbs 6 and verse 26.
Well, look at all the wickedness that came from Ahab dealing with Jezebel, man. Look at all that evil Jezebel caused Ahab to do, man. Right?
Killing the innocent man.
Huh?
Killing the innocent man.
Right.
For the guardian and shit.
Well, it's all about and she wanted to put Micah to death.
Yeah.
She wanted to put Micah to death. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 6 and verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
Yeah. He's brought to. He's like, you can see them dudes that's just following behind their woman. It's like they got no spine, or they're like zombies, you know. Yeah. What do you want to do? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Like that even.
Yeah, I was about to say that. with the Saint guy, whatever.
Yeah,
when
she
we went
just
to
a lot. The guy listened.
when he was doing that thing in front of the mall.
Oh yeah, that chick. Oh yeah.
Don't talk to him. You talk to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah. A lot of Edomite men are cucks.
Yeah, they like that
A
shit.
lot of Edomite men are cucks. You know.
We're both
Well, some of them don't like it, but they're just weak.
Weak, yeah.
Some of them don't like it, but they're just weak.
Yeah, because they want to put up a fight and argue. So I'm saying, everything. You know?
They love her.
But you're not supposed to do that. You know,
No,
if the bitch is not going the way you're supposed to have her, you can build a divorcement.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get with the program. Hey, kick rocks.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually, if she's really into you, she can understand.
Yeah.
You know, you have multiple stories. You know, like Apostle Akai speaks that about a lot. You know, where he's dealing with some woman. He's like, oh, I'm gonna leave. You know, he's like, no, come back. You know, yeah, that's how it is,
That's how they
man.
do it. That's how they do it.
You know, because ultimately it's just playing on your emotions,
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
how much you
yeah.
can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
When
You
they
know,
see that, they say,
pushing your buttons. Yeah.
well, it's true. Yeah. When they see you
React.
The way you react, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna beg you to come.
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why you always got to be willing to leave. And you got to really be lit. Don't be faking the funk.
No.
I'm out. And you're there by the door. I said I'm out. You know, you open the door. I said I'm out, baby. Did you hear? Okay, bye. Good. You understand? Yeah, she started getting coached. Like, oh, this nigga weak. Cause they can. Hey, women sense vibration, man. They sense vibration, man.
Facts.
See, they sense vibrations, man. You know. Go ahead, brother.
That was it, man.
Okay.
Sirach 36 and verse 25, where no hedges, the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning.
That's it. He didn't have no wife because a man, the Heavenly Father gave us woman as a helpmeet. Okay, so a man, he said man being alone is not good.
It's not good. That's why.
But we have to what? We have to endure. We have to endure because this is only a short period any goddamn way. Hey, when we read the scriptures, a lot of these men of the Lord, they got, when you go back to before the flood, they got them women fucking 100 years later, they're dealing with a woman. At 80 years old, oh, he got a wife at 80, he had children. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't no rush. But the way the society is set up, it's always in your face. You know? It's always in your face. Yeah, Lululemon. The suggestive commercials, the news, all the news reports, they have to have some fine chick on there with short dress.
Yeah. With cleavage showing.
Cleavage showing. Yeah. That's what it is. Go ahead. And they're trying to, by the way, they're trying to lead you to them corn sites.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're setting this shit up to try to lead you into that shit. To trap you into that fucking crap. Okay? And that's what it is. It's fucking crap and demonic.
Yeah.
Okay? Realistically speaking, we all dibbled in it, but it's fucking crap. Because it leads to more bullshit.
Yeah,
It leads to wickedness. And Esau's a witch. He's a goddamn witch. You look at that one thing and he got madness on the side. And
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a sick twist. Esau has to go.
Yeah.
He has to go. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. And to be honest, you do that, and what happens really that it lowers your vibration. Okay? Because it's not natural. You're supposed to be dealing with real women in front of her.
Live, yeah.
Legendary.
Even the condom is not fucking natural. That condom shit.
Yeah.
But all the shit we dealing with condoms. A lot of brothers barely even had the experience. But I barely had the experience of a woman without a condom. I dealt with a lot of women, but I was put on the rubber. There was, I'm saying, there was a couple. There were not a lot that didn't do without the rubber. Eh? There's only a couple. I literally say a couple that did without the rubber. But most is rubber. And that's not how it's supposed to be, man. Go ahead.
I got into GNT.
Go ahead, brother.
But I'm going to start a bit higher.
Bullshit.
Sirach 36 and verse 21 in the GNT. A woman has to take any man as a husband, but a man must choose his wife carefully. A woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fair.
Oh, let's choose his wife carefully. Well, let's stop there, brother.
Yeah.
You don't just be looking at a chick because she look fucking fine. Because she light skinned.
With curly hair.
You know? My brother's got more sense than that. Right? So anyways, but ultimately, man, but we got to, with all jokes aside, we got to be serious about these things. Because a woman can destroy you easily. Or what's that coach that just got messed up because he was dealing with some Edomite thought or whatever. His name Moore? Cheryl Moore, whatever his name is. Right? You guys got messed up over that. And you hear those stories so much. Shannon Sharp once got messed up behind that. All these dudes get messed up behind that, man. You know? Because they're picking women based upon purely lust. Purely lust. You see all these celebrities, they're dealing with these fine-looking women, but they're all whores. And they're known whores. You know? Yeah. See, if I came into a lot of money, I wouldn't show none of these hoes I got money. Facts. I'd be a regular dude. and I'll find what I can find being a regular dude with a decent paying job.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already have 20, 40 million in the bank. I'm gonna be a regular dude. The way I'll come off each, I'm not gonna pull up in no Bugatti.
That's right.
I'm gonna have a Toyota,
That's right. Yeah.
Corolla.
year 2020. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. These dudes show them who they are, and then what comes, they get that type of energy, that negative energy coming towards them. But you gotta pick these women correctly, man. Okay? Oh, well, we were reading that about the woman, the wicked woman obeyeth the courage. Did we finish that?
I wasn't reading.
It was me that was reading that.
Okay,
Yeah, I
did
think
we finish
There
it?
was one more verse. There was one more verse.
Okay, go back to that. Go back to
Okay.
that.
Back to Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 25 it says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." If I already read it, it was up. You want me to read it again?
It's Sandy Hill
Sandy Hill?
is a wicked wife is like a mouthful, a wife full of words to a quiet man. Oh, and there's another one where he shall sigh in
25-20?
the midst of his friends in the gate.
25, 20.
The whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That whole chapter, even 26, that whole chapter. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Right, so you want to get the best out of the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to try to get the best out of the worst that you can get.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Because women are already wicked to begin with. Why are you going to get something that's wicked or the wicked of the wicked?
Yeah.
No, you want to get the best out of the worst.
Yeah, it'd be the pink ones that be the most top demons.
That's right.
You know, personality is awful. You know, because she already knows she looks good, so she could get whatever she wants in a sense. So yeah, I'm saying it's just a losing battle in a sense. You know.
Well, you see, the thing with them, they've got everything they wanted
Yeah.
from time they were young.
Yeah.
Things have been thrown at them. Life has been easy for them. Like in the sense of, people trying to help them and treating them like goddesses and all these different things. So
Privileges.
yeah, so what happens is they don't know any sense of how to behave.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Proud and
Anything
They're
you
proud
do,
and arrogant.
Like justify it.
Right. But it's like you get those bad Edomite kids, like the American Psycho.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they always, their parents tell, oh, it's okay. He'll do whatever, he'll slap up the maid, and he'll do all kind of wickedness. But the parents pay it off, and they didn't get punished for it, so he just becomes more and more wicked.
Yeah. That's how it is with
Like the scriptures say that because the pride passes them about as a chain because they don't they're not in trouble as other men. It's the same thing with these women. They're not especially when they're pretty. They're not in trouble, so they don't have to have any personality. Don't have to have any behavior.
Yeah.
So that's why they're so fucking wicked.
Not considerate, nothing.
No, and they're just getting more arrogant based upon the likes and the social media and all this shit. So that's right there's a recipe for disaster. So most of the women that follow the men of the Lord, most of them are just average looking women. You know? Some of the women you're gonna get in that time are gonna be average looking women. They might be decent looking. You know what I'm saying? Get a few good looking things. We're not gonna be judging like that.
That's right.
Oh, she got a fat ass. BBL's not making it. No, you're done. I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. Bye-bye.
Botox.
Yeah, we don't want to hear it.
I'm from MTL,
That shit's a turn off, to be honest.
Huh?
I don't like that BBL shit.
No, that's a turn.
It looks unnatural, bro.
It reminds me of a transformer.
Exactly, brother.
And I heard it smells.
It smells too. Yes,
I wouldn't know.
You're
I heard that too, but I wouldn't know.
tracking the animals and shit while we're trying to run.
Right. Right. That's right.
The leopard flying following and shit.
Go ahead, brother.
So that I could jump in. It says here, Sirach 36 and 21. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than the other. So,
Oh, yeah.
we try to get the best of the worst.
That's right. Because brothers, some brothers, oh, these women are the exact same. They're not all the exact same. There's levels. There's levels. Women have different. Some women are chill. Some women are demonic. Most women are demonic.
That's right.
Okay, but they're all demonic to some level.
Yeah.
But there's differences.
There's demons you can take.
There's demons that are tameable.
Pokemon.
You just look at her friends, you already know what type of demon you're dealing with, The mass majority of them, the reasonings, the decisions they make is because of the friends. The friends give them counsel.
Yeah.
If they're hanging out with wicked women, you see she's a Edomite, but all her friends are black.
No. No. You don't. No. That's tainted. That's
Wasted goods,
That's not
man.
gonna work.
Whenever you see that,
Just
she gonna think I'm fucking Uncle Ruckus. Listen, I ain't gonna have no nigga friends in my house. No, but then she's just like you. She's not like me. That's a nigga. Go ahead.
Back to Sirach.
My best Uncle Ruckus voice. Good.
Back to Sirach 25 in verse.
Bring that jigaboo in here.
Back to Sirach 25 and verse 20. It says, as the climbing up a sandy way to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
So is that gonna make your life easier or harder?
Harder.
Way harder, man. And old people climb up a sandy hill, got a cane and all that. That's like that's a very hard task. So you got to do the work of the Lord, right? You got to face all these adversities, and then you got to come home to this to climb up a mountain, a sandy mountain. Does that make sense? No, you got to be wise. See, you put yourself in that situation. That's not wise. And then your brothers are no condom. Nah. And she'll say, release it. Brother, release it. And then he's thinking, what have I done? Like the movie, what have I done?
Yeah.
I jumped to 16.
Then you gotta pray she trips.
Yeah. Sweating. This is
the foot out. I'm joking. Good.
This is Sirach.
Israelites are wicked. Go ahead.
But I'm gonna jump up to verse 16.
Go ahead.
It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
That's right. Hey, it's better. It's basically showing you how much you don't want to be in that situation. And a lot of brothers don't know because they ain't never lived with no woman. Now, a wicked woman on that level, to know what kind of hell it can be. I've lived with women that nag and shit like that. Shit, it does something to your spirit. It really messes with your health. No, it does. No, brother. It messes with your health. A nagging woman. If you have mothers like that, grandmothers like that, a woman like that you dealt with, it really messes with your health. That nagging shit.
The nagging, yeah.
You feel it in your back, feel it in your spirit. It's like, it's it fucks, it hurts you, man. It weighs down your spirit. Because it's not meant to be like that. They're meant to bring comfort.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So when she's doing that, she's going really against her role of a pillar of rest. Go ahead. That's it on that?
21? Okay. Verse
Oh, you want to jump in?
I had the same.
Okay.
21 and 9?
No.
Okay.
Okay, one more verse. I'm going to jump down to verse 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, nor desire her not for pleasure.
I don't look at women like that no more. I really honestly don't. I don't look at women like that. She could be the finest woman in the earth. It doesn't affect me like that. Like I might be like, well, she's fine, but I'm not smitten by her in that way. I'm like, is she wicked? Like what is she really about? You know what I mean? That's how I think when I look at women. And then I'll see a chick that's average looking, and if but she sounds like she's down to earth, I'll entertain that woman. I'll say, let me see what she's about. I like how she's talking right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I'm operating.
Right.
You know, and that's how brothers should operate, man. It's not about looks, man.
Right.
Even them dudes who've been with all kind of women, they'll tell you the best thing to do is to get a 6 or 7. That's on your program.
Get one that loves that likes you, you know. That loves
You get one that likes you, right? But they do say 6. They say a 6 or a 7. They say that because the looks play a part in that. Of most likely what she would be, more than likely. I mean, shit. If you get looks with that, you get the jackpot. I don't know where'd you find that.
Praise the Lord. Oh, praise it.
Where'd you find
Has
that?
to be an immigrant, bro.
Huh?
Has to be an immigrant.
Has to be an immigrant. the brother ain't lying. The brother's speaking
Has
truth.
to be an immigrant.
The brother's speaking truth, brother. I don't know where you finding that.
At the airport.
You know, she had to be in a coma or something. Go ahead. Yeah, they gotta be waiting for her at the airport because as soon as we touch the grounds and take the Uber, it starts to go downhill.
Expiry date.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it on that. Okay, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, brother.
Okay, in Proverbs 21:9, it's better to dwell in a corner of the housetop
Right.
than with a brawling woman in a white house.
Yeah. At the corner of that it's better. Hey, the brawling woman, those ones that constantly want to fight. You know, constantly want to snag. You know, but you see, the thing is, I don't know how people accept that shit like that because they ain't gonna. You think they're gonna be nagging? Anyways, man. Listen, anyway, listen, brother. It's just bullshit, man. It's just bullshit, man. Okay, because hey, man. That's why you gotta pick better. You just gotta pick better. You know, you just gotta pick better. Go ahead. That's it on that.
You got some?
Go ahead.
Proverbs 31:30. Favor is deceitful.
And you gotta be willing to walk away, man. You can't deal with these women and think you just accept any fucking thing for these women. No, you gotta be willing to walk away, man. Okay, because really, our woman is this truth. Go ahead.
Even the Lord didn't accept us going out. You know, eventually He turned His face.
That's right.
See, He didn't allow us to do whatever we wanted. But okay, you want to do this? Okay, I'll bring judgment. You want
That's
to
right.
be wicked? Okay, I'll turn my face from you.
That's
Right,
right.
right. Yeah, there's boundaries.
There's
You gotta
boundaries.
set up boundaries.
Yeah.
You gotta respect yourself, man. So it says here, Proverbs 31:30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised.
Yeah, beauty is vain. Which Israel looked at the Most High like a boring good husband, like a boring good husband. You know, because when you deal with a good guy, to them it's boring. The bad guy brings them excitement. They never know what's gonna happen. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You know, so that's how they look at it. Hold on, brother. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, which as a matter of fact, there's a scripture which says the good man of the house has left. Get me that, brother, because that's it. You're there already?
No, I know where that's at.
Right, but it's okay. It's a car got it, but yeah, you know that's how he looked at the Most High. That's how they look at us. You know, because even we don't want to be fucked up to women. I don't really want to be. I don't want to be fucked up. I'm more like, you know, I'm kind of compassionate. Like, no, I want to say fucked. Yeah, fucked up because, like, you know, in the sense like where it's like you kind of a bit, you know, you smash me like, get out, you know,
Like an asshole?
yeah, like that. But like in a certain sense, you know, certain sense you kind of have compassion for a chick.
Yeah.
I remember one chick I dealt with, and it was like it was kind of late, you know. She's like, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to bed, and then you go lay down if you want. You know, she's like, I can stay. And it's like I'm like I feel like a sucker. I'm like, well, I'm supposed to just I can't. Like really, that's how you know.
That's how they use
She would probably be like, oh, he's an asshole, but she probably like it. I don't know, but I was kind of like, I want to chill out. You know, she dealt with me right. You know, we did our thing. I'm like, we can lay down. I'm about to knock out. I can stay. And the thing is, it kind of went downhill from there. I was like, shit, I was gonna kick the bitch out. You know, and get a taxi. You know, shoot the $10 in her face. Get a taxi, bitch. She probably be with me to this day. You know, but you don't want to be like that naturally. Naturally, we just want to be, you know, be chill. You know,
Plain man.
yeah. That's it on that. Go ahead.
That's true.
You know what I mean, brother? It's like you gotta kind of turn that on, you know.
Yeah.
Where sometimes naturally you like that a bit, you know, because a man is kind of, you know, you like that, but then sometimes you want to show some compassion. Like
That's
these
right,
bitches
that's
want you to be an asshole 24/7.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yep, that's right.
True.
Go ahead, bro. That's it on that?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
So, this is Proverbs 7, and I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll start at verse 7. It says, verse 6: For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went away to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart.
Right, that's going into these other philosophies.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says here, she is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed
What,
him.
did not we do that as Israel? When we not lying at every corner, dealing with all these different philosophies and following the ways of these nations? Go ahead.
So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my
That we
bed.
did our little sacrifices to those gods, you know, our little oblations, the cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and all type of shit. Go ahead.
I have decked my beds with coverings of.
Excuse my French people, and you that's sensitive out there. Go ahead.
I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not at home; he is gone a long
The
journey.
good man is not at home; he's gone long journey. So that's adultery, right? So really, the Most High to us would be considered the good man. How he took care of us,
Yeah.
how he dealt with us. But following those ways to Israel was boring. You know, they wanted to do something else. You know, and where did it lead? To wickedness, to nothing. You know, instead of being patient to see the fruits of righteousness, Jake wanted to go and do that madness. Same thing with these women. Instead of dealing with a man of the Lord and seeing the fruits later on, they want to go deal with the fun now.
No,
And that's going to lead to what? Destruction.
like the brother paraphrase, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
That's right.
It deals with long suffering and patience.
That's right.
So you have to wait to receive the gifts, the benefits
Yeah,
of receiving the instructions of Yahweh Hashem, the good man.
you're right. It's the benefits. It's like dealing with your health. When you deal with your health, you don't expect it to happen right away. You know? You just expect to see the signs later on, man. You know? Because even me, before I've been eating, doing my regime and doing the things that I've been doing, going into the ancient ways of eating and things of that nature, and it's going to my body. And certain things, I'm like, wow, that changed. This changed. Certain pains I had disappeared. You know, become more flexible all of a sudden. Become more, energy is more stable. You know, I'd look at my face, and for a long time it looked like kind of dull. My skin looked dull, like my face. I looked dull, like gray, like kind of like deadish, you know. But now I see I see more of a color pops in my face when I look in the mirror. You know, these different things, which means the blood flowing properly.
Okay, yeah.
You know. So all these things, it's like, yeah, but it takes time. It took time to get a little time to get there, you know? Through continuing with it. See, at first you might say, I don't really feel much, you know? But if you keep going, you'll see the benefits. You'll see the fruits. It's the same thing following Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Yep. It says, for the good man is not at home, he is gone a long journey. He hath taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just put that out there because, you know, that's dealing with false philosophies, you know, and how Jake is lured in by the false philosophies and that wickedness. But I just want to also make the point that the Heavenly Father represents a good man as well.
Right.
And how that's like kind of how we committed adultery too. You know? It's all analogies, right? That's it on that. You got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
Go break it down, bro.
Yeah, like we're going into, I'm saying having patience and waiting for something, it's better than just having it right then and there, because we live in a society where everything is fast paced, everything is quick. So it's the same thing like with these females, it's the same thing. They want a quick 1-2, with this exciting guy, and then and that's that. On to the next to get that same thrill again.
Right.
Rather to just be patient and enjoy one man and benefit from that in the long run.
Sure.
That's how it's supposed to be. Right? That's why the end of the thing is better than the beginning, man.
Sure.
Because ultimately at the end of the day, the men of the Lord are gonna win, man. Right now we might be at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? You not have it like that, but as society shuts down and crumbles, our stock goes up.
That's right, brother.
Because in the world to come, we're gonna be the top men on earth, man. We're gonna get everything that we want. Scriptures say that, man. Before we think of something, the Lord is already gonna give it to us. But right now it's just it's part of the humbling stage where we have to take these little blows and whatnot. But ultimately, it's for a purpose.
Yeah.
So, precept.
Go ahead.
I could just add on to it. It's just also women are opportunistic. They want to get the end product.
Right.
They don't want to go through the building phase. So they want to benefit from your labor when you're up. But the good ones are those that are there when you don't have anything.
Yeah.
They've been with you from day one. They build up with you and helped you build.
Yeah. You shouldn't let that one go either for no reason. And you go for the Instagram
Baddie.
model,
God,
Bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That's right. Which we don't think like that.
No.
Lord willing, our brothers shouldn't think like that. That's a wicked thought process. That ain't right.
Like that movie, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
And then the woman at the end, she left him. She told him, "You left your wife for me."
Mm-hmm.
And I left my guy for you, but I left him because you were on top. Because you were successful. Now I'm gonna leave. I'm good.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel bad for them women that get in those situations too. Where dude will lead them just because he find a little thing that's a little bit hotter or whatever, but she's kind of doing what she's supposed to be doing. If she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, and like pretty much, I feel bad for the woman. But that ain't right.
You could just still have some little 1-2 things on the side.
Yeah, but
There's
not.
nothing wrong
Well,
with
this
that.
is the way this society is
I mean,
either
but when you have money,
one or the other. Hold on, the way the society is one or the other. Because they don't say you can have 2 wives. You can only have 1 wife.
Yeah, that messes up the woman's mentality because now she thinks that she, in her mind, you can't be with anyone else but her. It's like you belong to her and she belongs to you.
Yeah.
So it's like if you bring someone else in the mix, that brings
It's a zero-sum mentality.
Yeah.
You guys look up that zero-sum mentality.
An example is King Henry. His wife, she was decent. She
Please be
queen.
all right.
Yeah, I felt bad for that. Well, at least how they portrayed her in the movie. I don't know how she really was.
Yeah. We're basing off the series,
Yeah.
But he went crazy just to divorce her and get that other young girl, and Boleyn, and
From France.
trying to change the religion. It's like she just kept her. Man. If you had read the scriptures,
Right.
you would have known that you could have multiple wives, man. Anyways, I appreciate. This is Hebrews 12:11 says, "Now no chastening of
He was a bug out in it.
yeah, but his whole council were bug outs, man. Hebrews 12:11 says, "Now no chastening of the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby." So going into the patience, when you're being chastened by Yahweh, it's not always pleasant. Okay, but the Lord is doing that for a purpose. He's building you up, making you go through that fire so you can be purified. Okay, being made into the image of Yahweh, which is the ultimate benefit. Okay, so man, just about enduring. So,
No.
You want me to bring out that zero-sum thinking?
Yeah, bring it up.
Sure.
Bring it up.
Yeah, it says here the zero-sum mentality means the belief that resources, success, or gains are fixed, so that one person's win must be another's loss.
Right.
Like a finite pie, where taking a bigger slice leaves less for others.
Right.
This mindset often calls.
Basically, it's saying that if someone gains, you lose.
That's it.
That's the mentality. So if someone gets my husband, that means I'm losing, right? So that's what a zero-sum mentality is, right? So that's the side. They don't have that thing of everyone, we can have a beneficial union.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about, you're taking from me, which is really selfishness.
It's selfish. Yeah.
It's selfishness. But you know who thinks like that? For
Esau.
real? Esau.
Yeah.
That's how Esau thinks.
Yeah.
He has a zero-sum mentality with everything.
Yeah.
That's why he's always going, the immigrants, they got this and that.
Yeah.
They're getting this and that. And I heard they're getting health care
Oh my
and
goodness.
shit that's not affecting him. But because they're getting it,
Yeah.
he feels like he's losing.
Yeah, he's getting robbed.
Zero sum. Yeah. Which polygamy is beneficial to the women. To the women too. Not only for the men, but for the women too.
Brother, all they wouldn't be able to go out. They'll be able to do whatever they want. Because they have another woman to take turns.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be going crazy having to take care of the baby by themselves. Because they have another wife there
There you go.
to help take care of the children.
Yeah. You can share the tasks. You know.
Someone there to talk to about certain
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that you're not
that's
gonna. The husband don't want to hear about certain shit.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Your
This has been
sister wives.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. You guys have a certain close friend circle talking bullshit. At least you guys can have a friend circle that's actually has the same goal.
Yeah.
Because you're all in the same household, so y'all all want to win, want each other to win because you're of the same fold.
That's right. That's right.
You have these fucking friends that don't have your best interests at heart saying bullshit to you.
Break up with them.
Come on,
So
bro.
we can go to Cancun together.
She's jealous of you.
Go ahead, brother. Who's reading? Who got a scripture?
That's
That's one. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I had
You could go into
examples.
You could go. Go ahead, brother. You see?
the examples. It says here.
Examples in action.
Yeah, it
If you're on
says here.
Google.
It says here.
Which also going to also get how Sarah gave Hagar and how Rachel and them gave their concubines to Jacob. Man. That's part of our heritage, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's part of our culture and our heritage is polygamy, man. Having multiple women, man.
It says here the opposite is the positive sum thinking. It says here the belief that through collaboration, innovation, and exchange,
Collaboration. Go ahead.
value can be created, allowing everyone to benefit. A win-win scenario.
That's a mindset.
See, but people have that shit too. They think like Esau too, because like someone gets a job to be like, oh, you got a job. You know what you can see on their face ain't happy. Tell them niggas in the world, oh bro, I got this big high paying. Oh really? Tell me more, but they ain't happy because they're like, shit, he got that, I ain't get that. Go ahead, bro.
That's it on that.
Okay, bring out that thing about Sarah and Hagar.
This is Genesis 16 and verse 16. Now Sarah, Abram's wife, bare him no children, and she had a handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarah said unto Abram, Behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarah.
What's that? A 0 plus? You call it 0 plus.
0 plus mindset.
Zero sum.
Zero sum.
Zero sum,
Yeah,
right.
that's what she had.
No, the opposite, the 0 plus.
Yeah, the
Positive.
yeah,
Zero positive?
Yeah, positive.
It's called what? Zero positive?
Positive sum.
Positive sum.
Yeah, that's what
It
it
is the
says.
zero sum and there's a positive sum.
Okay.
She has the positive sum,
Right.
right? Yeah. And when she said that to Abraham, he's probably looking at her. Might have looked all right. You gotta ask me twice.
Yeah.
You know? You know what I'm saying?
For your sake. I'll do it for your sake.
I thought you would never ask. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Listen on that? Okay, go ahead. And after Abraham dealt with her, did he kick Sarah to the curb? No, he didn't. He just dealt with her and whatever, and he was still dealing with Sarah, his wife. He was still dealing with his wife, man. Ain't nothing changed between them, man. You know? Hagar got proud, but then Sarah kind of put her in her place, man. All right, who got a precept, man? Who got the other precept with Rebecca and or Rachel?
You want the one with the mandrake?
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, you can pull that one out too. Actually, yeah, read that.
It says here.
Because mandrakes, that's something for vitality and for to help to have children. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, it says here in Genesis 30:14, and Reuben went in the day of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, Give me, I pray thee, thy son's mandrakes. And she said unto her, It is a small matter that thou hast taken my husband, and wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rachel said, Therefore he shall lie with thee.
So, you know, they had their little bickering and stuff like that, but then the kingdom ain't gonna be none of that, man. We're all gonna be in harmony, you know what I'm saying? You know? But either way, there was still benefits of that union, regardless of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says here, and Rachel said, Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. And Jacob came out of the fields into the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So that's how it was, man. So they were fighting for Jacob's attention.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be, man. They're supposed to be looking for their husband's attention, not for random dude's attention at the club.
Or Instagram.
On Instagram. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. That's a healthy competition.
That's right. Sit on that?
Yeah.
And you know what? That keeps them women in check, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
When she got another woman there, that keeps them in check. Because, like, shit, you know, because now they're competing for him.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
Just like, in the same instance, how she wasn't getting pregnant, but then she was seeing everyone getting pregnant. You know, all the handmaid and her sister getting pregnant, all the sons. So she was feeling some type of way too.
You know, baby fever, they call it. They call it baby fever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And give me a son that's like that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's their purpose, is to bring forth children. To serve the man, to bring forth his seed, his legacy. You know? That's it on that?
Yeah.
Okay. You got something, Mahir?
I'm looking for the one with Rachel.
Are you bro still ain't find that one? You got something, bro? Nobody has nothing?
I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
Genesis 30 and verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, Give me children, or else I die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, Am I in God's stead? Who hath withheld from thee the fruit of the womb? And she said, Behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her.
Which that goes into like when you go watch that movie Handmaid's Tale. Brothers ever seen that movie?
No.
Or Handmaid's Tale, they would have these. You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
They had a woman bearing the children, but like they would have it bearing for these rich families,
Okay.
and the woman would bear it literally between the other woman's knees. So while she's bearing it, she's literally between the other woman's knees, and pushing and pushing and putting, because it represents it being her child, even though it's coming from her.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it was. That's where they got it from. They got it from this. Go ahead.
They
That
were
was a
reading
custom.
the scriptures, no?
Yeah, came from the scriptures.
They were reading it.
Yeah, they went to the scripture. Yeah, they read the scriptures too. Yeah,
Oh,
they read
yeah.
the scripture. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Go ahead.
It says, and she gave him Bilhah her handmaid to wife, and Jacob went in unto her.
Yep, Jacob went in unto her. Okay, that's it. Simple as that, man. See, because another thing too, the way we look at sex is just not. It's not just a thing of just pleasure, just busting a nut. You know,
Exactly.
there's purposes behind sex, man. To have children, to have legacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a purpose behind it. You know, so there's a bigger picture. You know, but the way we look at it now is just gotta bust a nut every time. It's just every time it's bust a nut. I mean, part of it is pleasure. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it's not just that. There's more to it. You know. That's it on that. Even dealing with a wife, it says that don't seek her just for pleasure. Matter of fact, give me that one.
Yeah, the pleasure is just for it's like a reward for plowing the field in a sense, because you're plowing the field to produce seed. You see, the pleasure is just like, okay, you did a good job, just as if you would profit from the harvest. You know, you plant the seed, you do all the work, and then at the end you reap the fruits of your labor. You see.
Which ultimately the main fruit is the seed that comes from the child. You know, that's born. Right? Is it on that?
So like 25 and 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire not for pleasure.
Yeah. Well, in fact, look at that. What was that? That's Sirach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to stumble, you're not supposed to be falling for a woman because of how beautiful she is. You're not even supposed to think like that. Okay? You're supposed to think on a level where, what does she have to offer? What is her mind state?
That's right.
And you shouldn't be falling in love, period. Period. I always tell brothers about don't be in that, what do I say? Don't be in that she's the one spirit, man. Okay? And it's easier said than done. Because brothers, I could tell brothers that, and then brothers will still feel away when they deal with a woman. You know? I just fucking dealt with so much women already that I just said, fuck it. And I already, and it was in the truth I was dealing with these women. So I learned from this shit. And I said, nah, fuck that. You know? That's really what messes me up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I used to see a woman in the bus. She'd look at me a particular way. I say, yo, this is the one for me. You know? Nah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, come. I was thinking about that scene in Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she looked me in the eyes, man.
Oh, you see that?
We had a moment, man. She's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll always have a moment.
I started looking up her name in the Hebrew.
Oh,
What's her name mean?
What's the name meaning in the show?
Oh, that's the spirit. My love. Oh my God. My love is sent by God. My love. Oh my God. You start bugging out. Triple texting. Hey, I was wondering if you.
oh, if you're free,
I don't know if you got my message, but
oh.
go ahead. I'm losing it. Good, man.
Damn.
Good. You got something?
No, I was trying to be an
And it's crazy in this day and age. That's an insane thing to say. You can't even text 2 times.
I was wondering if you got my text. What you got your text?
Well, it says red has the blue
It
check
says
marks on
red.
it.
Delivered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You got something, Shaquat?
No.
Nobody has no precepts? Yo, let me get
I had something pertaining to reverence. It says here in Ephesians 5 and 33. Ephesians 5 and 33, and it reads, nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. And then I went into the word reverence, in the etymology, and it shows honor. It says honor, respect, deference, esteem, heightened by awe, also place or a holy, also of places or a holy object. So in a sense, like worship. You know, it says here respect, awe, fear, be afraid of. You know, so again,
Holy object. That's good.
you know, so again, you're like you mentioned, being afraid of that man. If you're the wife, you have to be afraid of that man leaving. You know, you have to, you know, because again, your husband, you're supposed to see according to the curses of Eve, your desires is going to be upon your husband.
That's right.
So you have to, your whole mindset should be, how can I please this man?
That's right.
So then, by you not doing what is pleasing unto him, he might leave. So you have to have that fear in you know. And again, you honor him, and you have to see him above you.
Yeah, because you know what, like you said, that was part of the curse, and ultimately, the what was Adam's curse, that he would have to work. If he didn't work, he can't eat by the sweat of his brow, right? But if you don't work, it's not gonna end up good for you, right? So if you don't show your desire of being to your husband, it's not gonna end up good for you. You women that are single, it's not. It leads down a bad road. You know, it leads down a bad road always, because your creation, you were meant to be. You were meant to serve a man. You see,
Just as Israel was created to serve the Lord.
that's right.
It says
The Israelite man.
It says, that's the spirit, because I did a lesson about it before I got here, and it was that Israel, you are my wife, or something like that. I called you by my name, you are my wife. So again, just as I mentioned, we are to reverence, as a wife is supposed to reverence her husband, we are to reverence Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See, serve him and do the things that are pleasing unto him, for fear lest he be angry.
Yep, that's it.
That's all.
Go ahead.
1 Peter 3 and verse 5, for after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters they are, as long as they do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
Break it down.
Alright, so it's going to come back to that, you know, because in the ancient world, you know, we had example of faithful women. They were obedient to their husband, you know. Sarah's the example. You had Judith is another example. Okay, you know, so that's what the Lord regards, a woman that's humble to her husband. That's what the Lord, that's what's pleasing to the Lord. For a woman to be obedient to her husband, that's her fulfilling her role. You know,
but that's the only way that a man and a woman can agree. Scripture says that it's beautiful for a man and a woman to agree. There can only be a true agreement if the woman is following the husband.
That's it.
Anything outside of that is friction, right? Oh, I'm okay being a simp. Well, she's not okay with you. See? Because they don't really like simps. You understand what I'm saying? That's why there's so much contention. That's why they talking shit. They usually step out on those guys.
yeah,
The simp guys, those are the ones they step out on.
that's right. Because ultimately, she's testing your frame too. You
That's
know,
right.
she's so-called shit testing.
Always.
She's trying to see if you're really, you know, built like that. If you don't pass these tests, that's when they start, you know, going elsewhere. You know, you see that, yo, this guy's not really man enough. So,
Yeah.
so you always gotta set those boundaries. Apostle Hart said, said that the other day. He said, you gotta treat these women like they're children.
Oh yeah.
So constantly, you gotta, instruct them. You know, like you instruct a child. You know.
Yeah, right, that's how it's supposed to be. But in this day and age, brother, it's just it's best to just be like,
That's right.
don't give a fuck. You know? This is like, it's just don't give a fuck. Because they don't want to hear that shit.
That's true.
They don't want to hear that shit, bro. You don't want to hear it. It's just all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up.
That's why, that's why pain is gonna convince them.
That's right. That's what's going.
The trouble is what's gonna, set things back in order.
Yeah.
I would you paraphrase?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Sirach 25:1. In three things I was beautified and stood up, beautiful both before the Most High and man. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together.
That's it. But look at that word agree.
This is Sirach.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so like it. Matter of fact, look it up in the regular dictionary then. Okay.
Okay. Wow. This is agreeing Google says have the same opinion about something.
Yeah, but she has to follow your opinion because they don't even know what the fuck to think. They're indecisive. Okay, she'll say one thing and mean a whole other thing if she let her choose. Okay, so you got to be the one to make the decision, and she got to follow whatever you're saying.
That's right.
That's the only way the agreement will be good.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
Yeah, like you said earlier, how the woman is treating us right now is how we treated the Lord. So the Lord's giving us basically he's making us go through what he went through, you know. And like rebellion doesn't work. You know, it leads to curses. Same way when the woman doesn't agree with her husband, it leads to curses for her too.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's why I say the apostle said you have to treat them like children because really they are children.
That's right.
In reality, their mindset, you know, they don't grow up past a certain age.
Yep.
You know? And then at the end of the day, it's you know, you got to be like that father figure, man.
That's right.
You know, and guide them in certain things. You know. Go ahead.
The next definition is consent to do something that has been suggested by another person.
Yeah.
By the man.
By her following.
But it's so funny because some of these chicks, it's like you do that and then it's like you care too much, so they're like dude, he cares too much. You know, it's all bugged out, man. Go ahead, brother. Slack it, brother. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so basically, agreeing, basically she trusts your decision and she follows your lead.
Yeah.
Because again, that shows that she has faith in your decisions, in the direction that you're going.
Yeah. That's right. She has to have the faith in you, right? She has to have faith in you too, right? But they don't, man. Especially the end of the Edomite woman, you'll get more faith from her.
Yeah.
Moabite, them other nations, you'll get more faith from them.
Yeah.
He had a vision.
A lot has to do because the father figure is not there in the house, you know.
Yeah.
So they don't reverence, they don't fear the father. How are they going to fear another man?
You know, some of them have father figures. It's just all about feminism, man. You know, it's about feminism. It's about the end of just that's what they're taught amongst that community too. You know, a lot of them don't have fathers, but a lot of them do, and they still don't have that. They don't trust Jake to say we're gonna, you know, because what they see Jake's condition too. You know, they see Jake's condition, and they say, "Oh, well, you ain't winning. I never knew you to win. You as in people to win, you know, as men to win. So I don't think you gonna win." But when he sees Esau on the TV, see Esau winning here and there, they look at Esau as a winner.
That's right.
So they're like, I'll do. You know, Esau can be a bum, but they'll still believe in him.
That's right.
You know,
Curses.
it's the curses. You know, you got some high.
1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh.
Yeah, that's the order, man.
That's right.
It's the order of things, man. That order can't be broken.
That's right. That's right.
If it's broken, it's confusion.
That's right. That's right.
Right? So that's how you know even Yahushua, he has a head. His head is the Most High, his Father.
That's right.
Okay, so we our head is Yahushua. So your head is us. That's a perfect order. Oh, and that there's one Edomite woman that's breaking it down too, like how she feels when you just let go and let him lead. You start to feel at ease. The sex is better. She breaks it down. You get more orgasms. She breaks it down. It's the cheat code they don't want you to know. Because she actually let herself submit.
She's
Spiritual,
a real nature.
Yeah.
Spiritual. It's all spiritual.
Yeah. You know? So and she said, like she said, the sex because she gets more orgasms. It's just better. Her mind is clear. And you see her, she's like relaxed.
Yeah.
You know? You know what video I'm talking about?
No,
Yeah,
but
she
no,
looks
but
like an Edomite.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Yeah, she look like an Edomite. You know, you look all relaxed. She look relaxed and chill because they actually submitted. She ain't no black bitch. Notice that, right? Go ahead. And that's gonna make you as a man. It's gonna build up your testosterone. It's gonna make you feel more powerful because now you're more closer to your natural role of leading and woman following your lead, man. Most Jakes ain't never got that because the women don't trust to let loose. They're always on defense and guard. Nah, I need to do that. They're always on guard, man. Esau got them all bucked out. You know? Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth
And
children.
you know what? Even when you seen them movies in the 50s, man, not the movies. They did particular interviews in the 50s, and them women, when they were asking them about feminism, and them women were all against it back then. They were asking all the Edomite women. No, I don't. That's stupid. That's stupid. And the thing you notice about all those women at that time, they were all at ease. They all kind of look relaxed.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, maybe we'll watch it after this. You know? Feminism? Oh, why would I want that? And they just seem so relaxed and chilled, you know?
Yeah, I just let him do all the decisions and I kick back and I take care of the house.
They say, who's the boss in the house? Him. And they wouldn't hesitate or anything, you know? But that's the right order. Esau has messed up the whole order of man and woman, man. The rapport between man and woman, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
That's right. Rule needs to control what you do. You know, to give you the instructions. You know. See, but they don't want to be controlled. They want to be they want to be ruled by you. But the boss can tell them to you know, to work overtime. You know, on Christmas. You know, because they believe in that. You know, so they tell them work overtime on Christmas and they'll do it. I gotta work overtime. You didn't rebel? No.
You didn't rebel?
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But she'll rebel against you. Go ahead. That's it on that?
Yeah. Also,
Okay, go ahead.
Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife.
That's right.
Even as Yahushua is the head of the church.
That's right.
And he is the savior.
Yeah, she said she submitted, and she said the sex was better, everything was better, man. So you women that's listening, man, when you get a husband, you just need to learn how to submit. It's gonna end up better for you. Go ahead. It's gonna be better for him too. Go ahead.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Hey, some of these dudes they dealing with their women, it's like they're walking on eggshells. What kind of shit is that? Dealing with your woman and you're walking on eggshells? I don't want to say the wrong thing to upset her. The fuck is that about, man?
You're captive in your own house.
Go ahead, man.
Within your house.
Go ahead.
For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as
they're gonna see who their saviors are real soon. They're gonna see who's gonna be. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. Go ahead.
it says, therefore, as the church is subject unto Yahushua, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
That's right. So that's it. So in everything, and it's saying some things and what she thinks is right in everything. You dig? So that's the bottom line. There's more on that.
No, that's it.
Okay, brother, have a last precepts. Go ahead, bro.
This is Sirach 36 and verse 22. A woman's beauty makes a man happy. This is in the GNT.
And the spirit just has to go into the woman today, man. That's it, man. We don't do this every day. Today we just happen to get into the woman.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Sirach 36 and 22 in the GNT says, a woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fairer sight for the human eye to see. If the woman is kind and gentle in her speech, her husband is the most fortunate of men.
Yeah.
When a man marries, he gets the finest thing he will ever have, a wife to help and encourage him.
Ooh, come on, man. Help and encourage. That's what they're supposed to do. But most of these women are doing the opposite. You know? You got something? Anybody have anything else you want to pull out? Okay. So with that, we're going to close up We give all the praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chagdash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Oh,
Got it.